You need action figures? They got it. Visit Big Bad Toy Store for all your action figure needs. Hello and welcome, my friends. Theironhulk is back bringing you another video figure review. Today we have the PlayArts Kai Batman Arkham City number 7 Batman 1970s Batsuit skin. Oh yes. I got this guy off of Big Bad Toy Store and I recommend you get him off of that website as well. To start off, we have the packaging, and in standard PlayArts Kai Batman Arkham City fashion, he has this black and white motif type thing going on with the Arkham City logo in the background. Pretty basic stuff, you know. We got the little PlayArts Square Enix little sign of approval there because of the previous you know, fake PlayArts figures that have been going around in the past few years. We have a little shiny PlayArts logo here. On the side, just another, oop, found treasure. And then we have the Joker figure here, which I will be reviewing in a few days. Really stoked for this guy. And we have another obligatory shot of Batman. If you open the little slot thing here, we got some little information about the figure. Kind of, not really. It's more about the Arkham City game, but it shows the skin. Very awesome. Here's where the figure goes. The Arkham City logo again here. All very, very awesome stuff. So forget the box, let's go to the figure itself. So here we have the figure out of its packaging, and I must say they've done a fantastic job. This is based off of the 1970s skin Batman, one of my favorites, just because of his logo and you know, just I always liked the blue suit that he wore, like the blue cape and cowl. It always had some like classy look to it, and Square Enix has done a magnificent job in the sculpting and given him a very stylish look. You know, they are a company that doesn't like to play by the rules. They always like to do their own thing, and they definitely, you know, have, you know, changed some things. I do remember this skin in the game, and it doesn't really look like this, but what they've done is they've given us like a version of Batman that we kind of always wanted. They've done a great job with the cowl. You know, it is a little warped. I'm not sure what if that was what they wanted, but I kind of dig it. It's definitely unique. The bat symbol is magnificent. I love that symbol. It makes this figure definitely stick out from the other PlayArt Kai Batman figures. More detail over here. I have his crappy stand kind of holding him up. I hate the PlayArt stands, by the way. You've probably heard that from me before, but they are atrocious. Especially when you have to put them together. Kind of really pointless. His belt, really cool, you know, very old school. He's got this like gold plated, like, yeah, 70s Batman look. You know, he's got the underpants piece. His arms, also very cool. You know, he's got this very rugged look. He's very intense, very comic book looking. Definitely not, you know, based off of like the game model, but definitely what you would see on a comic book page. You can also tell on his legs. You know, like a lot of people complain about that. They're like, oh, it doesn't really look that realistic or from the game. But I was like, it's not really supposed to be from the game. It's more of a, you know, just stylistic looking figure. If we move to the boots, also I do believe they reused the Arkham Asylum Batman, Arkham City Batman's shoes, boots, whatever, toe part, very similar. The back of his cape is pretty awesome. They definitely did something new with this figure that they haven't done before with the Batman PlayArts Kais, and they gave him these jointed little flaps on his cape, so you can actually lift his arm up while posing him. The cape is on these ball joints, and much like the other Batman figures, they work very well. You know, they give him this really sweet pose, and just overall, all well sculpted, very badass. In terms of articulation, Batman has a ball-jointed head, and it goes up and down very nicely. He's got a ball-jointed neck, but it's pretty stiff. It can go back and forth. So you can do some weird little dance thing here, but that's pretty much it. It's pretty stuck. Kind of weird. I don't know. It's not really an issue, it's just kind of a pointless joint. And then, like I said before, he's got these flap cape pieces that are very, very nice, very beneficial for the figure. He's got this ball jointed arm and actually a cut bicep, which is unheard of for most Batman figures. And the usual Ratchet Play Arts Kai joint that never goes all the way. Such a disappointing joint, but whatever. And Ratchet wrist. Same goes for the other side of the hand. He also has a ball jointed torso. Very nice. It works very well. He's got this very awesome ab crunch, so you know, nice and loose. And also he's got this little ball joint on the bottom part of his torso. Legs. I have a little issue with the legs. They are different. They're not as bulky and intense as the previous Batman figures. You know, most of the figures that Play Arts Kai release, they have very giant thighs, and this Batman actually has like proportionate, like they're still muscly but they're thin, and it kind of makes his body look weird. But nevertheless, it works. He's got very nice ratchet legs and double pinned knees, and he's got a ball jointed ankle, which it's ratcheted as well. And as I pointed out before, his cape is also very nicely ball jointed. In terms of accessories, he doesn't really come with much. He comes with two open hands. One is kind of just like a grasping hand, just like the other one is to hold his batarang, which is this giant. It's actually weird. It's like this really like thick batarang. It's bizarre, but it looks dangerous, and he looks awesome holding it. So, you know, it fits pretty well. But this is definitely not a figure that you would buy for accessories. It's definitely, you know, the variant figure. It just happens to be very well made. So there you go for accessories. In conclusion, I have to say, yes, pick up this figure. He is magnificent. You know, if you're a big Batman fan, or Arkham City fan, get this action figure. He's well made. The sculpting is fantastic. The joints are very nice, like the articulation. You know, he's a standard Play Arts figure, so he's got very nice articulation. But I think what sells me is the fact that they finally are, you know, going away from the norm, like the normal Batman stuff, and like giving us, you know, some pretty awesome variants. And I really look forward to whatever they have for us in the future. He is $69 on Big Bad Toy Store. I recommend picking him up. It's a pricey figure, but once you have him in hand, you will definitely see that what you paid for is worth it. There's no issues with this figure. He came in fine. And like I said, I'm looking forward to see the Joker soon. So yeah, until then, my friends, I hope you enjoyed this review, and the Theironhulk is signing off. Adios.